Hello and welcome to the Citizen Compass newsroom. Today's news: Operation Kurofune, successful resupply of Levski. Part 1, Operation Kurofune. Due to the continued shadow blockade of Levski by the UE, which has been slowly depleting the already limited supplies of the People's Alliance, the United Space Confederation, USC, decided to dispatch a relief convoy to Levski, delivering much-needed aid. To achieve this, Operation Kurofune was launched under the joint auspices of the Ministry of Interstellar Commerce, MIC, and the Ministry of Security Services, MSS. When first conceived, the convoy was not expected to encounter any significant resistance. However, following the massacre of the expeditionary fleet at the Nix Gateway, plans were rapidly revised and MSS involvement was significantly increased. The loss of the expeditionary fleet was already a severe blow, and its full consequences had yet to unfold. Losing an entire supply convoy on top of that would be catastrophic. Command of the convoy was therefore split. The hauling element, 1 Hercules Starlifter and 2 Miss Hulsey vessels, was placed under the command of Ridge 6. Security operations were overseen by Director Stiles aboard the USCS Resolute, a Hammerhead-class patrol ship, supported by a dedicated bomber wing escorting the fleet. Part 2. The convoy departs from Port Tressler. As planned, all ships and crews assembled at Port Tressler. There, both Hull Sea vessels and the Hercules Starlifter took on an initial cargo load destined for Ruin Station in Pyro. Meanwhile, the security fleet, led by the USCS Resolute, conducted continuous scans of the surrounding area. A bomber piloted by Sir Duck was dispatched ahead to the Pyro Gateway to ensure the route was secure. Once loading was complete, the hauling ships departed one by one toward the Pyro Gateway, deliberately avoiding the most direct route to reduce the risk of pirate interception. Thankfully, no hostile contacts were encountered. While several ships were present near the Pyro Gateway, including a Polaris, none proved hostile, and the convoy safely entered Pyro and proceeded toward Ruin Station. Part 3. Arrival at Ruin Station and preparations for Nix. In orderly fashion, each cargo ship passed through the jump gate and continued toward Ruin Station, again taking indirect routes with escorts flying ahead to clear each sector. Both Hull Sea vessels arrived safely and began manual unloading at the external elevators. Marines from the Hercules disembarked to assist with offloading before the Hercules itself descended to Terminus to unload its cargo. While unloading operations for the 2 Hull Sea proceeded without incident, the Hercules encountered minor resistance planetside, coming under fire from a small group of hostile individuals. These attackers posed little threat and were quickly neutralized. Once unloading was complete, preparations began for the journey to Nix. All ships refueled, and large quantities of processed food were purchased at Ruin Station and loaded onto the Hull Sea vessels. Loading again proceeded smoothly, and the convoy departed with escorts screening the route ahead of the cargo ships. Part 4. Arrival at Levski, operation successful. The remainder of the journey passed without incident. The convoy entered Nix and arrived safely at Levski, where Marines once again assisted in unloading the vital supplies from the Hull Sea vessels. Operation Kurofune was a complete success. No ships were lost, no pirate encounters occurred, and critical aid was delivered to the People's Alliance. Throughout the operation, memories of the Nix Gateway massacre loomed heavily over the convoy. This directly influenced the heightened security posture, constant forward scouting, indirect routing, and careful area clearance. Some minor technical difficulties were reported aboard several ships, most notably within Nix, where multiple vessels experienced star map failures. While navigation remained possible, it became noticeably more challenging. Despite these issues, the convoy's greatest triumph was its operational coordination. Operation Kurofune demonstrated that the USC is fully capable of executing high-risk convoy operations with disciplined planning and effective security measures. It is safe to say that the USC is prepared to undertake similar high-stakes missions in the future when required. After offloading was complete, the operation formally concluded. Cargo captains were dismissed, while the USCS Resolute and its bomber wing accepted local contracts to support the People's Alliance against vandal activity and other criminal threats. Following these engagements, the security force returned to Stanton as accumulating technical issues required proper station-based repairs.